Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a book review vlog and I have 7 books to get through. So I'm going to just go through them one by one and I'll show you. So the first books I have actually go together. Yeah, go together, so you have to read both of them. So the first, it's like a 2 series book, so there's only 2 books in the series. So this was the first one. It's called Something Borrowed by Emily Giffin, and it had, I think, 16 chapters in it, 16 or 19, and it was really good. So here's what it looks like. I got this at a book sale, so you guys know. Do it like this. And I do put, I'll put my Tumblr down below. It's like a book review vlog, so like in case like you want to see more of the book cover or something, I'll leave it down below so you guys can go check it out. But anyway, the Something Borrowed book was really, really good. And it was about these 2 friends. And you know how, like, even in real life, you know how, like, one of your friends is always, like, the most popular and gets whoever she wants, all the guys and everything in her life. And then you're the other friend that's, like, plain ordinary or something. So that is what that was about. And what happened is she steals her popular friend's fiance. And that's all I'm going to say, because if I give it all away, yeah, it has a shocking end to it, let's put it that way. 2 shocking ends to it. So the next one is the second book in the little mini-series, and it's still by Emily Giffin. It's Something Blue, and this is what it looks like, you guys. Like that. And it just takes place, like, the first book is in the point of view of Rachel. She's the plain ordinary friend. And then the second book, after what happens in the end of the last book, it picks up with Darcy. Darcy's the popular friend who gets whatever she wants. It picks up with her point of view. So it's basically just her point of view. And it is a bigger book. And I think it has like 20-some chapters, like plus, give or take. But it was really good. I finished it. I got that at a book sale as well, the same book sale. And it was really good, and there were so many twists and turns in that book. I think the Something Blue book, like out of the 2 books, the Something Blue book is way better than the Something Borrowed book. I don't know why, I just like that one better. So the next one I have is The Life is Short, No Point Intended, Love, Laughter, and Learning to Enjoy Every Moment, by Jennifer Arnold, MD, and Bill Klein, and they're the stars of Little Couple. And Little Couple is about a little family of dwarves, little people, and it's about how they got started. So every other chapter, one of them, like Jen, she wrote a chapter, and then the other chapters by him. So like she writes all the odd chapters, he wrote all the even chapters. And it just is about like their life. It had 18 chapters. It had a prologue and an epilogue in it. And they're like the cutest couple ever. Like their show doesn't come on TLC anymore because they have the season finale next week. But you can catch up like on Netflix or on demand or something. But they're like the best people ever. Like I wish I could meet them because they're like the best. They're like the best family ever on TV. Like they really are. And it just goes through their life. Like they talk about being like when they were kids growing up and how they would get bullied or whatever, and then they would get into high school, and then their dating lives, and then them getting married, and then starting their TLC show, and then adopting Will and Zoe. That's their 2 little kids on the cover. It's a really good book. It's really good, like autobiography, or however you want to say it, I don't know, autobiography thing. It's really, really good. So next book I got, my mom got me, she got me so many of these books because they were like 2 for $1 or something. And this is Margaret Truman. She's, I think like the granddaughter of Harry Truman that was president. I think she's the granddaughter, I'm not sure. Either the daughter or the granddaughter, I'm not sure. And she got me these at the Dollar General. I don't know if you can get them at Dollar General, but you can probably get them at like any bookstore. I mean, not bookstore, book sale if you're into this. This is Margaret Truman, Murder in Foggy Bottom. This is what it looks like. It had, I think it had like 50, no, it had 46 chapters in it. And they were really, really long. And I didn't really like this book, and I couldn't even tell you what it was about. I mean, I know it's about something that happened at Foggy Bottom, and I don't know if they even, I know they solved it, but it was like really confusing to me because they had to use like FBI, government terms because everybody was working like for the CIA or FBI or whatever. So, I mean, I don't think these books are based on real events, I don't think. But this book really wasn't that good. Like, it really wasn't. The next one I have is I got at a thrift store, and it was only $5, and it's The Castles of Scotland, Past and Present, and this is what it looks like. It only has 215 chapters 215 pages in it, and the chapters, there's no chapters in it. It's just like in sections, like the Highlands, and then it get like Highlands and Western Scotland and Eastern Scotland and Northern and Southern Scotland, whatever, stuff like that. But I read it in a day. It was really, really short, and it had lots of fancy pictures in it. Like, it showed you a lot of like the history of the different castles, and then about the pictures, and then it had like little like italicized captions, so you can like read about, okay, this is the dining room of this castle, and this was made whenever, stuff like that. But the pictures are really good in it, the graphics are really good in it. It's like a really like educational book, or like architectural book, or travel book, if that's what you like. So keep this book in mind. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, or maybe you can get it like on a Kindle or something, I don't know. So the second to last book I have is by Melissa de la Cruz. I don't even know if I'm saying her name right. This is called The Isle of the Lost, a decadence novel. It had 27 chapters in it, plus an epilogue, I think. Yeah, plus an epilogue. This is what it looks like. And I got this book because I love Once Upon a Time. And Once Upon a Time is a show that comes on ABC Family through the fall, through like May or April. And I really like this book. And I got this at Walmart. And this was the last book I saw up there that was this book. This book. So anyway, what it is it takes place with 4 characters. Well, before that, let me tell you what happens. So, King Beast is the king of all of the fairy tale Disney land, and I forget what the name of it. I know it's like Adora or Auroradin or something like that. I don't know how you say it. I can't even pronounce it when I read it. But yeah, so something like that. And King Beast banished all of the evil villains from all of the Disney movies to the Isle of the Lost. And then that was the prologue. And then the beginning, it starts out with all the evil villains. They all had, all the evil villains and most of the princesses and princes, they had kids. So it takes place with 4 of the evil kids that the evil villains had. So there's Mal, she's Maleficent's daughter. Evie is the evil queen's daughter from Snow White. Jay is Jafar's son from Aladdin, and Carlos is Cruella de Vil's son from the 101 Dalmatian movies. So you guys. It didn't take me that long to finish. Some chapters are long in it, but not really. And some are short, some are long, especially when we get to the end. They're really long. And there is 311 pages in this book. It didn't take me that long to read. Like I said, it was really good. Like, I couldn't put it down. Like, once I started reading this book, I couldn't put it down. It was the best book ever. That was sort of like Once Upon a Time. So if you like Once Upon a Time, you should get this book and read it. I mean, this stuff didn't happen Once Upon a Time. I'm just saying it's sort of like Once Upon a Time-ish. So the last book I got is a really big book, and it's the Time America and Illustrated History. And I don't know who it's by. It doesn't say. I guess just Time Magazine. And I got this at Five Below. It was $5. They still have it there. And I don't know if I can pick this up. Is I don't know how many chapters are in it, but it's sort of like a history book where it doesn't start with like the Native Americans or anything. It just starts, I don't even know how it starts, like when it just goes into like when they discovered America, like when Jamestown was settled and stuff like that. It doesn't get into like the beginning parts of history like we're used to. But anyway, that's how it starts. It has it's like a better than history book because in history book, all history books are like basically the same anyway. This one has a lot of different facts in it that you wouldn't find in a history book. And it has lots of different pictures from the time periods in it, and it's really, really good. And I highly recommend you get it, like, if you want it to read, like I did, or if you need it for a course or a class or anything like that. I mean, it sort of goes in the same order like history book. Like, after that, it gets into, like, what the days were like leading up to the Civil War. I mean, the Revolutionary War and the Civil War when you get to that point. It was, like, the best book ever, and it's really current. So you guys know it's really current. It's not dated like most history books are. So that was good. The chapters are really long in it, though, if you do get this book. But yeah, and it's really heavy because it's really thick. So that was my book haul, my book reviews for the month of June/early July. So I hope you guys comment below and tell me any books you want me to read, or if you read any of these books, tell me your reviews on them. I'll see you guys next time with another review, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.